State Wolfpack, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Get this thing rolling. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but, David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two. You're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Thomas back to pass. Heaves it on the run. He's got it on the outside. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to...
Going for the big play. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Thomas looking to fire. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He tries to take the top off. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Snap down in the air. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. Creates a little space. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Running to Green. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. After run, now throw. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Scanning the field, it's Carr. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is denied, stopped just short of the goal line, pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. Going to the running game. And he'll pick up 1 and brings up 2nd and 9.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough to do.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. He's already thrown 1 pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
And you want to get those feet set in the ground. Once you start to drift, that ball, when you throw it, is going to drift. So he's just got to iron in, get those feet set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate and stop making some of these bonehead.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Great move. Now he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Irish! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It Smothers. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Thomas back to pass. They'll run the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Grimes. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Bob. He has the first and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. It's a running room. He's at the top, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Thomas looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. And to throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Got it in the middle, it's Bob. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Notre Dame! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Pulled down for the tackle.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Handoff from the gun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rodgers. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Thomas back to pass. Throws to the tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Splits the uprights. Good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Fields.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep...
Got some room into the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Irish! And the route is on. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's going to take... There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
NC State, a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And how about this defense coming up with the play? You want to make your quarterback a runner? Fine. We're going to stop him and take the ball.
And they were prepared, right? This is a defense that looks like they studied film, and they knew that this offense was going to attack them with the running quarterback on designed runs. So great job by the defense, recognizing what was happening, getting to the football. Better yet, creating a takeaway.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, blowing up, stuffing the run.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Trying to keep the drive alive. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the ground, it's Price. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way.
Vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you